This is Benzinga Live. Spencer Israel and producer AB. What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Someone told me buy high, sell higher.
Let's get Matt Hammond on the show to talk some IPOs. Jacobi from Trend Spider. We have a breaking news.
What is up, guys? Another marvelous Monday. We are here for learning to trade with Ruell. Me and AB, we're about to get into it, y'all. So how you doing, Aaron?
I am good, man. Hope everyone had a good weekend, of course. I know I did down in Miami, got out of Detroit, but of course, right when I left, Ruell, and I know you're from here, so you know how it goes. The weather's always changing, but right when I left for the weekend, it was 80 degrees here. I was like, what was the point of going down to Florida if I knew it was going to be 80 degrees in Detroit? So, but we're back in Michigan now. Well, I know we've got an exciting Ruell report tonight, like we always do. We're going to be talking some Cardano. We're going to be talking, kind of some overall. We've been seeing some just big overall movements in the kind of crypto market past few weeks, it feels like.
Yes, indeed, we have. Right now, everything's kind of dumping a little bit with Bitcoin kind of dipping down below 40. I really have no worries about it. I pretty much think it's going to stay at the 37-ish level. It's not going to go below that. And with my observations, I've seen that Bitcoin tends to kick up a little bit during the new moon time or a day before the new moon time. So new moon is 4:30. So we'll see what happens on the 29th. But we'll get into that a little bit. Let me share my screen here. Oh my God, I'm just opening all the wrong stuff right now. Aaron, are you still there?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure you guys didn't lose me.
I was trying to just mute myself whenever I'm not talking because I'm in the coffee shop and I don't want it to get too loud for the nice people watching us.
No, man, that makes perfect sense. I'm just clicking all the wrong buttons. I don't know what I'm doing. Here, share screen. Okay, sure. All right, here we go.
All righty.
Okay, so can you guys see my Bitcoin chart?
Yes, sir. We can see it.
Okay, so here it is. It kicked back over 40 again. Okay, perfect. The way it was looking on, and let's kind of get rid of these, and let's do that, and let's do a full screen. Okay, because the way it was looking, it was way down in like the 38s for a second, and it just kicked back up here. Could be a little fake to go a little bit lower, because if we look at this trend here, the trend is still kind of downish. It'll probably just, go back here and come a little bit lower. But the target that I'm really looking at is around the 28th, around the 29th, like this area, like the day before, the 30th, the day before the 30th or the day after the 30th. That's my little target there. But let's see how the RSI looks. Yeah, so yesterday, and I told my patrons that it was definitely oversold, and it just kicked up off of oversold for the 4-hour. And let's go see what it looks like for the day. Okay, so yeah, for the day it is, and you guys can watch my video on the Wyckoff chart. Basically, the Wyckoff, when it's up here, that means it's kind of at a oversold point or overbought point. So it's going to come down, and right here it's at an oversold point. So it's going to go up. So wherever the top of those sine curves are. So yeah, so that's just a little Bitcoin breakdown before we go into Cardano here. And let's see who's in the chat before we go over to Cardano. Some reason I can't see the chat.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. It looks like we haven't gotten any questions yet, but I will let you know,
Okay.
Ruel, and I'll bring them on the screen as we get some questions in the chat flowing in.
All right, sounds good. All right, so Cardano, guys. I think Cardano is a really good sleeper where it is right now because anything under a dollar for Cardano, I think is absolutely freaking amazing. And we're sitting here at 89 cents. If we come over here and look at the day chart, here's like where a dollar is more or less. Majority of the time for like, I don't know, like 8 months, Cardano's been over a dollar. So I think anything under this dollar mark is just almost like a no brainer. Let's go over here and look at the 4 hour. Again, you can see it's very like kind of sticking in this oversoldish area. So whenever we have a little kickback, I think it'll go back over a dollar. If we come over here and look, really nice site I love to use is called DeFi Llama. It just shows how much DeFi money is wrapped up into a chain. And if you guys are unfamiliar with DeFi and what DeFi is, it's just decentralized finance. So loans, um, borrows, staking, all of that kind of falls under the DeFi platform. So let's see here. So if we look at chains, where you really want to be as a chain is if you can get over 1 billion locked. And I can tell you this time last year, there was only like 6 coins with 1 billion locked. And now we got 15. And just to show you like overall, 212 billion locked. At a high, it was like 230 something. Definitely, I think before the end of the year, we definitely see 280 locked. And I think a lot of that's going to come from Cardano and Rose and Polkadot. Let me go down here to Cardano. They have about 2 million locked right now. So 212. And we're going to see some of their DeFi platforms. Excuse me. This DeFi platform, Ring Riders, is very important because they're bringing Tether. Before this, Cardano didn't have a stable coin on there. Now they're creating their own stable coin, which is going to be good. The reason why that's good is because stable coins help when Bitcoin is kind of volatile. Like like right here. So say right here, you see the Bitcoins on the downtrend. That's when if you're like a Bitcoin like maximalist person, you would like want to go into a stable coin. So it's very important if you're wanting to keep people on your platform to have a stable coin in order for them to move their money from a Bitcoin or from a Cardano, because I guarantee you if I switch this over to Cardano, it's going to look somewhat similar as a chart. Let's see if we can do that right quick. USD, that's fine. Woo! I don't know why it's moving so slowly, y'all. Okay, let's get rid of the extra. So that's Cardano. Let's just save an alert right quick so we can keep it on the screen. Edit it. every time. Save. I don't care how much. Okay, so let's just say that alert, and let's look at Bitcoin in the same amount of time. It's probably that alert again. So you can see around the same area. So at that point, you would have wanted to take your money and put it in a stable coin. So that's why it's really important to have a stable coin on your platform. And this guy that we were just talking about, Wing Riders, they have Tether on their system. So before, Cardano did not have a system that would allow them to have a stable coin. However, which is going to be really huge for them, they're just to show you guys the receipts on that. There's the Tether right there. However, Cody, which is going to be a very good coin in the Cardano ecosystem to invest in. Let's bring Cody up here. Coin market cap. It's one of a nice site to go on to find out crypto information. And we're going to bring up Cody, which you can see is in the Cardano ecosystem. They have little tags down here, so you can see DeFi, Cardano ecosystem, and apparently it's also in the Phantom ecosystem. So Cody, if I can just scroll down, okay. So it was as high as 60 cents, sitting here at 22 cents. We're basically getting it for a third of its price, or 2.5% or 2/3% off. It's going to be the company that's going to be bringing in that DeFi coin, and it's going to be called DJED. Wait for that to load. Now they have, for anybody who wants to look at the research paper, is there. It's extremely thick. They should almost probably have a white paper or a light paper, but this is extremely fit. But just know, now that they have this, when they have the stable coin, which will be in June, a lot of money will be locked into Cardano, because they'll be able to keep things stable. So let's see here. One other thing I want to show you guys about Cardano. Let's see if I can find it. So Charles Hoskinson, who's like the leader of Cardano, he also started Ethereum, along with some other guys. So he's a very like, he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? So he definitely knows what he's doing. So one of the things he said was, you haven't seen anything in total value locked yet, because they're going to have pipelining. Let's see if I can say Vassal Charles TVL. That should get it. Okay, this is it, I think. Okay. What most don't understand is that many Cardano DApps are waiting for the Vassal hard fork in June to launch to benefit from pipelining. So it seems we haven't seen nothing yet on total value locked. So pipelining is basically something that's just going to allow them to batch requests and make things faster and more streamlined on a network. So a lot of DApps are waiting for that. And when that happens, boom. So it looks like this is kind of right in line with that DJED that we just talked about. This is also coming in June. So really, in June will be a really big time for Cardano. And here we are almost in May. So really, that's only like a month away. In comparison, wait, where did it go? What we were looking at. All right, I don't know what I just did with it. But anyways, you just saw it. Okay, here we go. So June's going to be a really big time. And this is kind of what this guy Goat Gaucho is saying. Wait until Vassal, wait until stable. So really big time for Cardano there with that. So if we're seeing a DeFi value, total value locked right now of 200 million, 200 million, we definitely could see that 1 billion mark a little bit later here in June. So take that, all of that into account. We haven't even looked at the NFTs. So if we come over here and look at the NFTs, and by the way, I got to shout out my guy, Block is Hot. He does some of the best Cardano videos ever. I only do limited amount of Cardano videos. So if you guys really want to get into Cardano, check him out as well.
You got to invite him on the show sometime.
I definitely need to do that.
We'll do a little collab project.
Go ahead.
I just said we'll do a little collab project between the three of us.
That sounds amazing. I got so many people I need to invite on the show, man. But that reminds me, next week, guys, I'm going to do a interview with an exchange that I'm really high on. This is called the Steam Exchange. So very much like tune in next week. This is such a sleeper. You guys know how much I like LCX. This is like getting LCX when it first came out. You might have to wait a year or so or 8 months or so to get total return on this. But it's such a sleeper. Let me just get into that just a little bit. Now that AB reminded me. So at 0.00001, you're getting such a sleeper right here. The team did not take any tokens to themselves. That's like almost unheard of. It's a swap and exchange, just like I told you guys with LCX. These swaps and exchange have like they have a really big potential to grow in money and grow as a coin because they're always getting fees from people using their exchange. So if we go here and look at LCX and we take it back to the resolution on this computer. If we take it back to when they first started, you can see something just like that, right? 0003. So and they're all about doing things the right way and with regulations. But we'll get more into that in their team next week. But yeah, and also definitely come over to my channel, darkhorsewatcher.com, and you can like and subscribe and get updates the moment we post it. And about that also, guys, we made it to 1,000 subscribers. Mad shout outs, mad thanks to Benzinga. Y'all, I think I had like 300 subscribers when we started the show about 9 months ago. So people definitely see that providing value. I really appreciate that. I really appreciated people watching. And I appreciate Aaron, Luke, and Jason Raznick from Benzinga. Love you guys.
I appreciate it. Well, congrats. I wish I would. Sorry, I'm in such a loud coffee shop right now, but we do have a comment in the chat from Riviera Group saying, RB, any thoughts on the Bored Ape hack situation today?
Oh, really? There was a Bored Ape hack situation? I did not know about that. Riviera Group. What's up, Scott? Scott is one of my patrons. Big ups.
I was just reading about it actually, and I guess someone hacked the Instagram, and then once they were in the that Instagram account, they were able to send, they were telling its followers, oh, link your MetaMask wallet here, and then once they did that, they just got their NFTs and whatnot sucked out of their wallet.
Man, but you know what? I'll put it like this. So it's like you do all you can to try to get around these hackers and all of these hackers and what they do. But even a big billionaire like Mark Cuban was involved in one that was like, it wasn't technically hacked, it was exploited, which is kind of a difference. But still, it's like if a billionaire like Mark Cuban, was putting his people on it, put in his research into it, and then he's still in part of something that gets hacked and exploited, it's like you try to do the best you can. And I can come over here and show you all of these things like on my what is this, Telegram. And if I was to bring up my Discord, you see so many people running scams like every minute, every time. I could pull up YouTube right now and probably find some people doing like the Elon Musk or Michael Saylor scam. There's so many scams out here, people. Man, it's just like you got to protect yourself. Nobody's going to give you crypto for free. Nobody's going to give you anything for free. Like just even if it's coming from the site itself, you got to be kind of questionable because look, they might have gotten hacked. And I think, Bored Ape is probably going to do right by those people and give them something where they have the same value because the whole way that all they've been doing is innovating. So I think that Bored Ape will probably do right by them and possibly try to mint them like another ape or something like that. I don't know how that would work out if that's possible for them to do, but I don't. I definitely think that they'll take care of those people, especially since it was like maybe not their fault, but since they're kind of liable since they got hacked.
I hope so. And that's the thing, Ruel, like you're saying. I mean, these people are just going to get smarter and smarter about how they, try to exploit different people and hack people. So anything that seems too good to be true, anything that seems just a little bit off, I would just hold off on entering any of your information. Because like you said, Ruel, at the end of the day, no one's giving you free money. No one's, if it sounds good, too good to be true, it probably is.
It is, and guys, like, let me just take you on here because, like, if you guys aren't familiar with Discord and you kind of try to get into a project for the first time, you might not know, but look at this. So right here, they have this thing. This is a Clay Nation thing. This is like Charles's Clay Nation, and we're gonna get into Cardano NFTs coming up, but that one's fake. Like, and there's so many things like this. They will always send you stuff like, okay, Clay Nation is doing extra minting. Get in now. And the mint's already over. Like, and still here, like weeks after the mint, they're still sending these things. And they're probably still benefiting from them too. So don't, like, whenever somebody sends you something saying, okay, Clay Nation is still minting, it's a joke. It's not real. So what you can do to kind of protect yourself is come up and like go to their Twitter, see if there's anything going on. Like, okay, let me go to Clay Nation Twitter. And in this case, they hacked their Twitter. So it's like, okay, what do you do at that case? But you could still like, okay, go over to Bored Ape Discord and say, okay, are you really doing this type of contest? Like, you really have to kind of double check yourself in these type of worlds because there's so much going on. So in that instance, I would go, okay, this is coming from their Twitter, but let me just double check because I know Twitters and I know Discords get hacked. Let me verify the information. Like, I think that's the only thing that you can do at the end of the day is to come over and verify the information. You know their official Discord, you know their official Twitter. That go and do that and verify the information that way. Um, or in Clay Nation's case, they have a website. Like, go do all the reconnaissance that you can, and then even say like, even still, it's like, okay, they're doing something, but I have my Bored Ape here. Do I really want to connect to this? Like, when I just feel so sad for those people because it was their official Twitter. But Discords get hacked too, so you really got to go make sure this the information is good. Not to spend too much on this, just um, you know, make sure you verify with their Twitter, with their Discord, and with their website that all that information adds up. Otherwise, don't do it. But now, going on to Cardano NFTs. Where's that link I had up? Okay, I'll just open another one here. So OpenCNFT is a site where you can go look at the total value in Cardano NFTs. And if we can see here, there's been a lot of value in their NFTs, like a lot coming over. And a lot of that has to do with the one I just mentioned, Clay Nation. Snoop Dogg came over here and did a Baked Nation. And you know what? I'm kind of almost gonna take credit for this because before Snoop Dogg was doing stuff, we said it on the show. Like, just wait till somebody like Snoop Dogg gets into these metaverses. I swear to God, we said it first, and he just, and then all of a sudden he was in Sandbox, and that was it. So we straight up said that. I almost feel like uh, wanting to call Sandbox or Snoop and just be like, okay, can I hold like $1,000, Snoop? What's up? But yeah, man. Like I think a lot of people from from Ethereum came over with Snoop, and that's exactly what my guy Block is Hot also thinks. So they're flying, they're getting a lot of money over here into these Cardano NFTs. So instead of chasing the Ethereum ones that like you have to pay a lot of gas for, one of the things you might want to do is come over here and look at some of these Cardano NFTs in this space. And one of the ones I got from my guy Block is Hot is one called Omega Corp. They're minting here on the 29th of April. I went over there and I went over into their Discord, and everybody was so kind. They were like telling me, like, you know, you can find information here, you can find information there. It's not the first time that that's happened with me with Cardano NFTs. Also going over to Cornucopia's NFT world, and people on their Discord are very kind too. So you definitely want to come over and make sure like you're getting into the right Discord. So go over to their Twitter and get the Discord link from their Twitter because you never know again. But one of the things I'd like to highlight is where were we? So Omega Corp's minting 29th of April. They have this type of like neo like mega, what is it, mechaverse kind of feel to them. And they plan on doing some things like having like parts. That's one of the known formulas in NFT world, where like if you buy some things and you create little parts together, that's something to create value in the future. So there were ones that I like. I also like cornucopias. They're gonna have a land drop coming up soon. Um, so I'm really liking that their token, because usually when these guys have a land drop, they usually tell you that you have to buy the land with their token. If you come over here and look at cornucopias, token is only sitting at like 4.5 cents. I think that's a really good bargain sitting here where it is right now. The highest it's been is like almost 8 cents. So it has a chance to definitely 2x. Um, another another one that I really like in this space is, okay, this it's not Cardano one, so we won't talk about it. But yes, trying to think if there's any more NFTs on Cardano I want to talk about. I think that's it. And then I'll open up for questions, and then I'll move on to one other coin if we have time. Any questions out there?
I'm waiting to see them roll in. Let's give them a few seconds because there's a slight delay. So again, Ruel just asked if you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. If not, we're gonna shoot over to the last coin of the night. And then Ruel, are you streaming on your personal channel after this?
I don't know. I'll have to see. Like, if there's a need for me to stream tonight, let me know, guys, and I'll come stream for at least 30 minutes. Brother's kind of
All right,
tired tonight.
hell yeah. Maybe we'll have to do a like or comment challenge. Like if we get X amount of comments saying you should stream, then you have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. If we get like 10, then I'll come over and do it. Oh man, there's a fly in here. Flies drive me nuts. Let's see here. So let's go into a coin I've talked about on here before, but I also think is a nice little steal at this under dollar price. That coin is Algorand. So Algorand is sitting at 70 cents. It's crazy to even think about that. Um, Algorand is such a good. Here, let me lower this. Such a good buy under a dollar. It's just crazy to think for like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. For about 5 months, it was sitting over a dollar, sitting down here all the way at 70. Um, Algorand is absolutely like other than like Solana, and it's on the kind of the same par as Solana as far as speed. When I send something to someone with Algorand, it takes at most like 30 or 40 seconds, if that. And the fee is like zero point zero 0.01 Algorand or something like that. So it's like the fastest and cheapest thing to send someone anything. And what they just did was they signed a deal with LimeWire. And I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember LimeWire. It was sort of like a Napster like system, peer to peer music. And they're signing a deal with them to do an NFT kind of like open sea deal with them. So let me just pull that up. LimeWire partners with Algorand to launch NFT. So I'm thinking what someone did was they purchased the LimeWire name. Uh, AB will be able to tell you guys about this. I know someone purchased like the Playboy name and they pivoted Playboy and kind of moved them into like the 21st century with like NFT type deals and like um, online type deals. You remember that, Aaron?
Yeah, so right now the Playboy CEO, his name's Ben Cohn. He's been on the show a few times.
Yep.
Yeah, like you said, is very much exploring kind of the NFT Web3 crypto space, see how to keep that brand relevant. Because again, the Playboy brand has been around for, since like the 60s or 70s as one of the most prominent American brands, not just here in the US, but around the world. If you go to China right now, the Playboy Bunny is one of the most recognized US brands, up there with like Nike and McDonald's. So it's crazy. But there really is an opportunity there for Playboy to try to kind of leverage its brand, the brand recognition that it already has, into some sort of way to profit on that through NFTs.
Yeah, so I'm saying that to say, with LimeWire here, these guys like using this name will be really big for Algorand for them to partner together and get an NFT space going. Because many of us, like as the kids say, old heads will remember LimeWire and will be like, okay, maybe I'll go in there and buy an NFT, you know? So that's huge for Algorand. And Algorand also has one of the projects that we've talked about before on here called Opulus. And basically, the way to think of Opulus is that they do NFTs for masters. So in this case, like take a little pump. Um, he sold 50% of his song rights to Opulus, and they sold it to people as NFTs, which is huge. So the way the process works is every quarter, depending on which NFT you own, you get paid out profits. So let's see here. So like the platinum person obviously is going to get a larger percentage, and yeah. So the way this works is, so the rapper gets like a lot up front. So in this case, it was 500K. Now every time this NFT gets sold, he gets some of the royalties. So say it's like 5% royalties to sell the NFT. A portion of that goes to Opulus and a portion goes to Little Pump. So you can see how it could be very lucrative when you go on OpenSea and you see that like Sandbox Land gets sold like every 2 minutes or whatever. So every time Sandbox is getting a profit from that. Hence, every time the Little Pump NFT is sold, he's going to get a little bit of profit from it. So he has that 500 up front, and he's getting paid like daily. It's almost like mining that he's getting paid where the NFT is getting sold. And at the same time, whoever owns the NFT is almost like Little Pump's street team. They're going to tell people to listen to it because every time someone listens to it on Spotify, essentially they're getting paid. So um, song royalties are accumulated through streaming, licensing, ads, and more. So every time that happens, if you own a part of this, you're getting paid. Um, so that's the whole premise behind Opulus, and they're built on Algorand. And if I just come over here and show you, there's a company called Ruell, and they kind of break it down a little bit better than what Opulus did right there. They don't offer as many graphs, but they break down the percentages a little bit better. Let's see here. So they did a huge one with Nas. They just did one with Diplo, which didn't sell that much because he only offered like 10% of his song, whereas Nas offered like 50. So okay, so this is broken down really nicely. So 50% is Nas retaining. The platinum people are getting 26%. Diamond people are getting 16. The gold people are getting 8. So if you bought platinum here, you spent like 10,000 basically, but you're getting 1 point. Okay, I'm sorry, not platinum, diamond. If you bought diamond, you're getting 1.57% ownership all by yourself. Where's the diamond? Okay, they're over here. So there's only 10 tokens, but you're getting a whole like 1.5% of the song. So I broke it down in like math. You just have to do the math of it, and you're going to get paid that every quarter. So there is an average of how much Nas tends to own or tends to get paid every quarter. But with you like being like kind of like advertising for him, is a possibility he gets paid more. So it's a nice little synergistic thing there. That was just to explain Opulus, which is built on the Algorand network. They're also trying to get their NFTs in order. Let me go over there for that. Okay, ecosystem. And they also just started their DeFi too. So if we come over here and look, again, remember I was telling you guys DeFi tracks really, really well the coin price, and definitely get those questions ready while I'm doing this. If we go over here to Algorand, they're almost at 200 million locked. Oh, there's a fly over here and it's just in my ear. Oh my God. Okay. So you can see that DeFi is just growing and growing and growing here. Very, very nice to see. They just had something called AlgoFi, a new DeFi system, drop like 1 million And you can see as that boy is growing, it's growing. And we'll probably just see even more DeFi systems on Algorand, given its speed and the fees. So that's a little bit about Algorand. Let's see if we have any more questions out here.
As of right now, looks like Haven Pack's asking, is Algo's transaction speed faster than Near? Riviera Group's asking if Playboy has the right to license NFTs for all the models that they've had in the magazine over the years. I doubt it, just because, well, maybe for the specific publications, like the issues of the magazines, but not for the models themselves, if that makes sense.
Yep, depending. It depends, like, cause it all depends, cause it's like, okay, do they have the rights? And the photographer is going to have certain rights over the pictures. It's probably between the photographer and Playboy, to be honest with you. The unless it's like somebody huge, like Cindy Crawford, she's probably going to have her own. Like, I don't know if she's been in Playboy before, but like if it's some supermodel type of person like her, um, then they probably own their own rights. And what was the other question? Is is Algorand faster than what?
The Near.
Oh, I don't know if it's faster than Mirror. Mirror, I've heard of them before. I believe Mirror is just kind of like a phantom where they're like
Near
doing
Protocol,
synthetic
yeah.
assets. I'm sorry.
I was just saying
Say it
Near
again. Oh, near. Okay,
projects.
near. I don't know. I don't know if it's faster than near. I haven't done anything on the near network yet, other than what is it called? Aura. Aura is built on near, and I'm really high on an Aurora because it has yeah, it's one of those ones that has a billion locked. If you come over here and look, near does have a lot locked into it. So we look, near has that billion locked in it again, but most of that billion is in Aurora. As you can see, it is booming. And Aurora's one that we covered on here before. We covered it on my channel. If you guys need to know more information on it, just go onto my channel about that. I won't get too deep into Aurora, but it's growing like hotcakes. Um, yeah, Aurora's one of the ones I'm really high on. If we go to Aurora, it's like an Ethereum virtual machine. Let's see, Aurora ecosystem. Okay. I was shocked when I saw some of the things that were going to go on its ecosystem. We had Curve, and Curve's one of those ones that's like doing arbitrage between stable coins. Where is it? I sworn I saw Curve here. Yep, there it is. It's not on there yet. It's coming soon. What was one of the other ones? Yeah, they're getting chain links. They're getting crypto blades, which is a NFT game we've talked about before on here. Um, let's see here. So you can see they're having a lot of things about to come over to their platform. But you can see all the money is just piling in here. And if we come look at their NFT thing, not NFT, I'm sorry. If we come over here and look at them on Coin Market Cap again, they only have like a billion tokens. So that's something to me that I think has a potential for this to be like a really big price token because there's only a million of these, or a billion. I'm sorry, a billion of these guys. In comparison, I could show you some other tokens, but I won't get too into Aurora. Check out the video that I have on these guys on the channel. But any other questions? See what I'm I kind of rolled through it really fast because it's like when I'm explaining information, I don't have a it's hard when it's just me. I just roll through it too fast, so I should slow down a little bit. No questions. Then I'll go to a couple other Cardano NFTs that I really like here.
Okay,
Uh,
and Ruel, I do probably got to wrap. I do probably got to wrap tonight around 7:55. So here in about 7 minutes. So if you I'll see if we get any more questions in the chat, or if if we get enough comments for you to do your own live stream after.
okay. All right, guys. I need like 10 people to put a 1 in there if you guys want me to do a live stream after.
All right, come on, guys. That's only 10 people. All you got to do is click the 1, send it in the chat.
And let's see here. So, some Cardano NFTs that I'm high on. One of which is the cornucopias that we were talking about. I just want to show that to you guys again because um, speculation is that speculation is that if you own one of the NFTs, you may get whitelisted for the land drop, and the land drop should be coming in about 2 weeks. Let's see what's the easiest way to get this. Let's do JPEG store. So JPEG store, cornucopias. So people are thinking that the bubble jets for sure might be one that gives you the whitelist. And they're sitting at about two 210 ADA, which is something like what 80 $180 or something like that. And then you got the javelins, 169 floor. So there's those. And then we got the Clay Nation ones, the ones I was telling you guys about where Snoop Dogg's there. They're gonna drop some coins. So kind of like Bored Ape drop their coins. If you want to be in a big nation, woo, they're going up. The floor on these were like I think I sold mine for like 410. They're going up 100 ADA. So whew, that's good to see. Yeah, so this one they're gonna drop some board or board ape, not board ape, Clay Nation coins. Might be one to kind of look at there. What would be another one? I think those are the two that I like the most. But to get off of Cardano and Algorand, one of my favorite coins, Seek. These guys are supposed to be doing a land drop soon as well. Check out my videos for more on Seek, but they're just like an AR VR metaverse slash like they want to be kind of like a YouTube MTV sort of like type deal where they do concerts and kind of real live events. Have like music videos and trainings and stuff like that. And you can see all the star power, Demi Lovato, Lady Gaga, amongst others. But they're having a land drop soon, so I'm picking up some of their tokens. And this is one of these tokens I think is severely undervalued when you think about it being a possible metaverse. So if we look at it right here, they were as high as like $1. And I think they can definitely go back to $1 again. Definitely seeing like all the people that are pushing them forward, including Zuckerberg's sister. She's on here, Randy Zuckerberg. If I could, there we go, Randy Zuckerberg. So if we come and look at their roadmap, let's say roadmap. The land drop was supposed to happen this month. I don't know if it's going to be pushed back or it's going to happen at the dead end of the month. See, April's almost over. They're yeah. People are getting kind of upset. They want to make sure that the land drop is going to happen this month. Okay, it looks like nobody's kind of showing the roadmap. Swear I had it in my profile, but anyways, the roadmap says that the land drop is supposed to be this month. So again, on the notion that this token will kind of see some run in it because of the land drop, I think it might be a good token to kind of speculate on. Another token like that, which Scott brought up, Riviera Group brought up last week, and we ended up being right on that. ApeCoin, we said this just last week, y'all. So that's why you got to tune in. That this coin was going to go up in speculation of a land drop, and that's exactly what it did. If we come over here and take a look, last 7 days, look at that. So it's nearly like 2x. We said it here on the program. That's why you got to tune in every week. It is going up in anticipation of that land drop. So I don't know if you want to get in at this point because it's almost like 2x. But yeah, we definitely did say that last week. But instead, if you're looking for a play like that to use the same premise, cornucopias and Seek do have land drops coming up. So I would get into those plays if that's something that you're really looking for.
Hell
And
yeah!
here we
Well,
are,
I mean,
455. Do we have
this is the place to be on Monday nights. Everyone knows if you want the best new ideas in the space, you got to come here on Monday night.
That's
it's as simple as that.
Did we get those 10?
Unfortunately, Ruell, does not look like we got to 10, but I'll still leave it up to you. Obviously, if you want to go ahead and stream on your channel, more than willing. But looks like we're a few short here, so let's give the crowd a few more minutes. Looks like we've got about 95 people watching us right now. So again, if you want to see Ruell stream on his personal channel following this stream, which we're about to wrap up, go ahead and throw that one in the chat.
And you guys can always come over to darkhorsewatcher.com. Check me out over here on my channel. One video I've definitely encourage you guys to come check out, coin called Driven X. They had a huge partnership with Polygon. Definitely need to check that out. SteamX is going to be on the show next week. So if you have any questions about this exchange, definitely come over next week and watch the show. The show right here, Learning to Trade with Ruell. And also another video you guys should check out is, where is it? LCX versus Binance. I cannot find this video now. I don't know where it went. Let's see here. Okay, there it is. LCX versus Binance. A whole backstory on LCX and why there's a little beef between them and Binance, and why they can kind of knock Binance out of the realm. So definitely check those out. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next week. And also catch me on the Gentlemen of Crypto Network Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Beautiful. All right, everyone. Again, sorry I was in a coffee shop tonight, a little louder than my typical podcast studio, but hey, we'll be back. We'll be back to regular programming next week before you know it, Ruell.
That's all right. No worries, guys. Yeah, definitely tune in next week, guys.
All right, guys. Everyone have a good night.
Peace.